Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. It was a crisp Tuesday evening, and the studio lights blazed with anticipation. The audience buzzed, the cameras rolled, and across the country, millions were tuned in for another electrifying episode of The Chase. As always, Bradley Walsh stood at the helm, charming, quick-witted, and in full control. But tonight, something was different. Tonight, Bradley would snap. The team was down to 3 contestants, after Lucy, a retired librarian, had been knocked out in a tense head-to-head. The remaining trio, Rob, Sandra, and a towering man in a Hawaiian shirt named Keith, had one last shot at glory. Keith, the wild card of the group, was up next. An ex-lifeguard turned crypto enthusiast, he oozed confidence, but whether he had the general knowledge to back it up was another matter. As he swaggered to the podium, Bradley gave him a quick once-over. "Ready to make a splash, Keith?" he quipped. Keith grinned, revealing shockingly white teeth. "Let's ride the wave, Bradders." Bradley rolled his eyes playfully and kicked off the cash builder. 60 seconds on the clock, let's go. The round began smoothly, a few right answers about 80s pop culture and world capitals. But things soon turned sideways. Bradley, what is the capital of Australia? Keith, Sydney. Bradley flinched. No, Canberra. Next. Which planet is known as the red planet? Keith, Jupiter. Bradley's brow twitched. No, Mars. The timer beeped. Keith had scraped together a measly 2,000 pounds. Bradley took a deep breath. All right, Keith, not your best, but let's head to the table. And then came the blunder. Facing the chaser, tonight it was Anne, the governess, Keith had a decision to make. Play it safe, go low, or gamble for the high offer. Anne leaned forward. I'll offer you a -1,000, or go high for 50,000. The studio tensed. Sandra mouthed, "Don't you dare," from the bench. Keith scratched his chin dramatically. Well, I'm here to win big, not crawl. I'll go for the 50. The audience gasped. Bradley raised his eyebrows. Bold move. What followed was a tense exchange of questions. Keith wobbled but somehow clawed his way through. He won the head-to-head. Back on the bench, he high-fived Rob with exaggerated flair. Told you, mate, I got this. But Bradley wasn't smiling, not now. Then came the final chase. With 56,000 pounds on the line, the trio started strong. They built up 20 steps. The chaser was chasing hard, but it looked like they might just pull off a miracle. And then Keith struck again. A crucial pushback question. Bradley, in Greek mythology, who turned everything he touched into gold? Keith buzzed in, confident as ever. Morpheus! The studio froze. Bradley's face went blank, then slowly it twisted into something rare. Fury. Morpheus! Are you serious, Keith? He shouted. Keith looked confused. Is that not right? Bradley's voice boomed. Morpheus is the god of dreams. You're thinking of King Midas. The audience gasped. Even Anne blinked in surprise. Bradley turned to the producers off stage, half joking, half imploding. Can someone check if I'm being pranked? He turned back to Keith. I warned you in the cash builder. This isn't a beach bar trivia night in Marbella. Keith's face flushed. Sandra stared at him daggers. Rob looked like he wanted to crawl into the floor. The chaser caught them with seconds to spare. Game over. Backstage, Keith tried to offer a handshake, but Bradley wasn't having it. If Morpheus turns anything into gold, then I'm a tea-leddy-tubby. The episode went viral. Twitter exploded. Morpheus trended. But for Keith, the wave he tried to ride had crashed spectacularly. And for Bradley Walsh, the ever-smiling host, it was the night he'd finally lost his cool. Live, loud, and legendary.